It's your boy Warlow here, back with another My Team video. And I haven't done this video in a minute. We are gonna make a tier list. Okay, we are gonna set this tier list up. And please, if you dislike tier lists, get angry, then click off the video. But if you a man and you about that life for my opinions, then hit that like. But before I do get into this, I gotta talk about low-key about that Anthony Davis 2K did. Like, the amount of gassing I have seen of that. Like, we literally went from getting the promo card in promos to an Amethyst recycled card from 2 months ago. Like, shoot. Unless they bring back the auction house, drop that 60% tax, or give us good mode rewards, we are still in the gutter for my team. But I'll discuss tomorrow my opinions and takes on what I think is going to happen, because I think I understand what they're going with this. But we're going to continue into this video. So we got Gecko, A, B, C, D, and garbage and gutter tier. I have the gutter tier as the garbage tier. Gecko means you are god of the geckos. You are the king, the messiahs of the. You are just the top leader of the geckos. Okay, that is what it means literally. That is what it means personally. And I just screwed this up in the background. Goodness gracious. But yeah, let's hop into it right now. So let's rate it right here. So first up, Aaron Gordon. And we're going to rate Amethyst to Diamonds. I won't include free cards like... Not free card, like Amethyst cards from day one, like Jason Williams. If they're a collection award, they're in it. But Aaron Gordon, I'm gonna say D tier. Like, Aaron Gordon isn't that particularly good. He's alright. Like, his release sucks though. So D tier is what I'm going for. Next up, we got Allen Houston. I'm putting Allen Houston in C tier right now. Like, he's alright. Got an alright release, but like, that's about it. He's an average card. That's not bad. At this point, Allen Iverson, I'm sorry, but you're in the gutter tier. I gotta put AI in the gutter tier. I mean, I like AI, but I don't mind him. It's just he's too short in this my team with the Y cut. You're just not usable. Just not freaking usable anymore, just to be quite honest. Next up, we got Korolenko. I'll put Korolenko in B tier. High B tier. Like, he's a really decent budget small forward. For the price he goes for, I like him as a budget option. He's really good. Can easily be an A minus tier. I personally am high on Korolenko, and I personally like it. Next up, we got Anthony Davis. I'm putting him in A tier. Like, I love Anthony Davis. Let me fix this real quick. Okay, I fixed it, but yeah, A tier for Anthony Davis. I will keep that. I like it. And I just like Anthony. I like Anthony Davis still to this day. You know, I did rant about it being a recycled card, but he's still good. It's just recycling cards for 2 months ago was just not the wave. And unsellable too, like, ugh. But we got Bam up next, D tier. Like, Bam isn't that good particularly. Like, he's alright. Like, he's an alright card, but he's outdated nowadays. Nobody's gonna use Bam. And he goes for way too much MT for how much it costs. I feel bad if you're a Heat fan. You ain't never getting Bam. Ben Wallace, gutter. No defense. Just defense. That's about it. Nothing else to look about there. Bill Walton, gutter. Like, just trash, man. Just, you have to lock in bums for the set. Blake Griffin, I will go with C. I mean, he's an average. Average release. I can't put him on the same effort as Andre Korolenko, but Blake Griffin in C tier, I'm cool with it. Brandon Ingram, I'm putting him in D tier. Like, has an alright release. He's very close to gutter tier, but I just don't like Brandon Ingram. But he can just be used. Next, we got Brandon Roy B tier. I really like Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy is still really good. I don't use him in my lineup because I run like Paul George. I love another card over him, which will rate, but for me, I'm putting Brandon Roy in B tier. Next up, we got Carmelo Anthony, F tier. Like, y'all know how I feel about Melo. If this was current gen, I would rate Melo in B tier if he was current gen. But since we're on next gen, he's in gutter tier. He sucks on next gen. Do not get him. Do not get him. And the first person making it in the Gecko tier is definitely Chet. Like, Chet is in the Gecko tier, baby. Like, he is just him. Like, I really like Chet. Like, Chet is really good, and I have to rate him in the Gecko tier. I gotta rate him in the Gecko tier. He's so good. Chris Webber, At this stage, D. Like, not bad, not good. I mean, he's just an average card. Blake, Bosh, B tier. I like Chris Bosh a lot. I personally prefer Anthony Davis a little bit more over him. But, you know, he's alright. Chris Bosh is alright. I don't mind him. Next up, we got Corey Maggette. You know, low B minus probably. I like his release. Good release. Wish he had clamps and stuff of that nature. Like, I would put Korolenko as a B plus and him as a B minus, but you know, we got to rate it. Next up, we got Clyde C. I feel like that's perfect for Clyde. He has good release, decent salary cap card, but overall, not all that. DeMar DeRozan gutter. I don't think DeRozan's that good personally. I hate his jumper. Can't play defense. I just don't see it with DeRozan personally, so he's in gutter tier. Next up, Deron Williams. We'll put in the gutter. Like, nobody's using bum Deron Williams. It's just the way it is. Next, we got Derrick Rose. At this stage, I would say D. Like, almost close to gutter, but, you know, he's still... I guess he has an alright release, but not that good. Devin Booker, I almost want to say he's still S. He's still Gecko tier. Like, I played against Kool-Aid against that Devin Booker, and that Devin Booker can still do some deadly things. Like, he is still a Gecko tier until he gets another card. Like, Devin Booker's stupid. Like, I played him with Shaq and Devin Booker, and I couldn't stop it. It was impossible. Dirk Nowitzki, I didn't mean to put you on this tier list, but you suck, Dirk. Next up, we got Donovan Mitchell. I put Mitchell in, like, at this stage, C tier. Like, he's good, but he's a miniature size point guard. Not bad, not great, but C tier is alright. Draymond Green, I'll go with low B tier. Like, I like Draymond Green still. He's still a really good salary cap center out for it. Has an alright, slow release, but it's money. I like him. Drazen, he's going into gutter tier. He sucks. Do not get Drazen unless you want a bum. Like, certified bum. Do not get Drazen. He sucks. Next up, we got Dwight Howard. We're gonna rate him as, to me, D tier. I don't like cards that can't shoot. That's just personally me. And he just really can't shoot the ball like that. So for me, if the way I would rate it, I would give him a D tier. Next up, George Mikan. I'll put Mikan in C tier. Like, I don't mind George Mikan. I liked him. I like his jumper. He has Devin Booker's shot. He greens his shot. He just lacks on defense. If he was quicker in that defense, he'll be a lot more deadlier. Next guard in the godly tier is Giannis. I mean, he's a Greeky freaky. I mean, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the man. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. He is the man of my team. He cooks everybody just in the... It's not even fair. Gilbert Arenas, gutter. I'm sorry. He's trash. Garbage release. Alright, Sigs, I guess. But, not really that high on Gilbert Arenas. Glenn Robinson, it's alright release. B minus. B minus for Glenn Robinson. Glenn Robinson's actually a decent Amethyst. A decent Amethyst card. But next up, we got Gordon Hayward. I'll put him in A tier. Gordon Hayward's still a diamond card. Still has a great release. So, I personally like it. So, yeah, this is right in our list. But we got gutter. We got Grant Hill, gutter. Like, I mean, I don't know why you even put you on this list. Hakeem Olajuwon, gutter. Like, he can't shoot the ball. Like, you just don't like him. Do not like him. Next up, Hedo Turkoglu, D. Like, he's alright. Like, he has alright release. He can't play any defense. I mean, alright. Isaiah Thomas, gutter. I mean, to put you there, you're just... J.R. Smith's in the gutter, too. Like, we'll just put both of them in the gutter. James Harden, I would put as a high A. Like, a high A tier. His defense is tremendously lacking, really. So, like, I'll put him in a high A tier. I still think he's really good. I just don't see his longevity lasting that long. But I put Harden in the high A tier. He's still really good release and good on offense. Ja Morant, I remember I got him for free when they used to give us good agendas, but I'll put him in C. Ja Morant can still be good driving in the paint. He's not a B-worthy player, but he's easily a C-worthy player. Like, he's on the level of Donovan Mitchell, so I like it. Jason Tatum, I played against this card. I'll still rate him as a B tier. That Jason Tatum's really good, okay? He is still freaking cook you. Not many people have him, but he can still cook you to this day, okay? Tatum's a B tier. Jaren Jackson Jr., I rate him personally in C. Like, I don't think he's that good, really. Like, I don't like Jaren Jackson really all that much, but I can see how people like him. But Anthony Davis, in my opinion, is better. But next up, we got Joe Johnson. I rate him as a B tier shooting guard. Like, I don't think he's that particular. I don't know if he's really better than Brandon Roy, to be quite honest with you, but he's decent. It's just, he's really nothing special like Chris Bosh when he came out. Like, Chris Bosh when he came out would have been S tier. But, like, you know, Joe Johnson, just alright shooting guard. Just alright. Just alright. Joel Embiid, I would rate him an A tier just cause Embiid can stretch the floor out. He can still bang threes. He's still an A tier center. He would be on my team if there wasn't a 60% tax that takes away all your MT away. He would be my backup center for my squad, but he's too expensive. Too expensive. Next up, we got John Wall. A tier. Like, John Wall's still amazing. Like, the point guards are in his mode currently are all elite, so I can't not rate him in there. He's still really, really good, but as an A tier point guard, he's there. John Havlicek, personally, gutter. I don't think he's that good, really. I just don't like John Havlicek, and I just don't like him. Josh Smith is a garbage man, dude. Just don't play him. 250K of straight garbage. I'm just being real with you. He just sucks. The man don't play. He's a garbage can. He's Kwame Brown on the court. He's horrible. Dr. J, B tier. Dr. J still can give you buckets. He has a fast release. One of the quickest releases. Still got clamps. Like, I love the Dr. J, and I think he's a B tier shooting guard. Next, we got Kawhi Leonard. A tier. I still get Kawhi in A tier. Like, Kawhi can still dominate the game. Has great defense. Good release. I like Kawhi Leonard. I like him. I put him in A tier. Cat, I personally would put in the gutter tier. I just don't like that defense for a center. No anchor, lacks all defensive badges. I feel like at this stage in the game, that is unacceptable, so you're in garbage tier. Next, we got Karl Anthony Kevin Durant. He's in Gecko tier. They fixed him when they reverted it, sort of, and they gave him back his leaner. Like, KD has one of the best leaners in the game. Sure, LeBron's coming next week, but my Kevin Durant still got 18 hauls. He's still a demigod. Like, I'm loving my KD still. I still love him. Wish he had a faster release, but it's alright. Next, we got Klay Thompson. At this stage, D tier. Like, at this stage, Klay is D tier. Like, he's an average shooting guard. But he, you know, he's just alright. Just alright at this stage. Nothing that special. Next up, we got on our list, we got Kyrie gutter. People are gonna hate me for that, but I just don't like Kyrie in 2K. I'm just being honest. I just don't like Kyrie in 2K that much. I'm just being real. So if you disagree with me on that take, well, you can just disagree and just please don't dislike the video. Just go over that. Larry Bird. I'll put Larry Bird in D tier because I like him for salary cap. The only reason, because he has a salary of 1,000 and he's decent for salary cap. He has a good leaner, but other than that, he's pretty garbage. LeBron James, I mean, enough said. He's S tier. He's the king. He might just be the best card in the game. His stats are ridiculous. LeBron is S tier. It's not even close. He's crazy. Next, we got Laurie. He's deal of the day, D tier. Like, I mean, I saw people gassing him a little. Like, bro, Laurie's like an alright card. No defense. I can't with Laurie. Lonzo Ball, A tier. I don't think Lonzo's an S tier, but Lonzo is an A tier point guard right now. He's still an elite point guard in the game, depending on your style, but I like Lonzo. He's great. Luka Doncic gutter. He sucks. I'm sorry, Luka. I don't care if your collection award costing 300k MT, you're still a garbage man. Like, Luka Doncic is still a garbage man in this game. Like, he is still a garbage man. I ain't changing that. He is just a garbage can. Next, we got Magic Johnson. He's S tier. Like, Magic is a demigod still. Like, people hate on him. But if you run the whole wide offense, I mean, Magic Johnson cooking. Let's stop it. Let's stop pretending like he won't. Like, Magic Johnson's really good. Next, we got Malcolm Brogdon. I mean, the F tier. He's garbage, man. He's trash, man. Trash, man. Let me fix the blurriness of this. This is, like, getting kind of blurry. I'm not gonna lie. Getting a little blurry, which I don't want to make it blurry in the video. But next up, we got Manu. He's in the gutter tier. Not that good, really. Just don't like Manu Ginobili. Marcus All put in D tier. Marcus All's alright. Like, just D. He's just nothing good. Alright release, but he's 7 foot center, I guess. Michael Finley, gutter. Like, I think he's particularly trash, really. I don't think he's that good, really. But that's just my take. And Michael Jordan, I'm rating Michael Jordan D tier. I just, you're gonna hate Dave for that, but I don't like Michael Jordan's card in this game. I just don't. His release is way too slow for me, and I just don't like it. I don't think MJ is personally better than a Brandon Roy or a Draymond Green or Allen Houston. I would run Allen Houston or Clyde Drexler any day of the week over Michael Jordan. That's just me. I just don't like the MJ's jumper, and that's just me. Disagree to agree. You can just agree, disagree, cool. But that's just my personal take on that. Next up, we got Mikal Bridges D tier. Like, if we're on current gen, Mikal Bridges would be in B tier. A tier, maybe. Because A tier, actually, I'll put him at A tier. Because, but then, Paul, you know, I like Mikal Bridges. But on next gen, Mikal Bridges is a mid card. Like, the fact they charge $250K for these bums is just appalling, honestly. Nate Archibald, gutter. Like, a 6-foot point guard. Just stop it. Let's look at the next one. We got Bepesk. I don't even know how to sound your name out. Pablo. Oh, my man Pablo. D tier. Like, Pablo's nothing special, nothing good, nothing great, but just average, I guess, you know. Average card. Next up, we got Siakam. I'll put him D. Like, no, I'm putting him in gutter. I'm sorry. I'm being too nice. He's going in the gutter tier. I'm sorry. Siakam is 6'8", undersized, has one bad release. He's unusable in my team. Personally, in my opinion, I think he's an unusable card. You can disagree with it, but I think he's unusable. Oscar Robinson's only going in D because of salary cap reasons. That's the only reason. He is in D tier, but he's not that good. Next up, we got Paul George, and he goes to S tier immediately. Paul George is one of the best shooting guards in all of my team. He's a great shooting guard. I like him a lot, and he's great. I like him. I like Paul George. Next up, we got Peja Stojakovic. I like his jumper, though. I'll give him that. I'll put him at a D+. D+ for Peja. Peja got a good release. His defense is lacking, but, you know, he can provide a little on offense. Pete Maravich is in the gutter. DBG was gassing this man so much on his Twitter. The man sucks. Don't buy him. He sucks. Don't fall for the trap. He's 80% less hard, and he's 80% of like Bobby Jones. Like back in the day, Bobby Jones was literally better than this card. And he was a gold card or emerald card, whatever he was. He was better than him. But next we got Rashard Lewis, gutter. Like I would take Hito over Rashard Lewis. His release is not that good. I'm not that high on Rashard Lewis, really. Sam Jones is actually, I'll put him in C tier. I like Sam Jones. Sam Jones is a good salary cap shooting guard. He has a good release, good right defense. He's like a C average card, though. He's not Brandon Roy level, but he's nothing that amazing, so I would put him in C tier. I like the list currently as we stated. Next up, we got Scotty Barnes, garbage, gutter tier. If you don't know, Siakam and Scotty Barnes, you could dislike the video for that. If you dislike because I put Scotty Barnes and Siakam in the Bobo tier, well, too bad. They hobos, like they bums. Not my fault. 2K made them trash. Scotty Pippen, I'm putting in B tier still to this day. I'm putting Scotty in B tier just cause Scotty is truly still elite. Like, he still is elite. Like, I like Scottie Pippen. I really do, and I like him, so I'm rating him in the C tier. Okay, next up, we got I said C, I mean B tier. Shai Alexander, I would rate as a high B. Like, I like him a lot. I think I think he's a better shooting guard than point guard, really, but Shai's still really, really good. And he easily can be A tier. Because Shai is still good. It's just there's so many point guards. You just can't rate them all in A tier, which you gotta rate some in the lower tiers. So I'll put him in the B tier. Shaquille O'Neal is still S tier just because, like, I don't even have the card. Playing against the card, he's an absolute nightmare and he drives me insane and makes me cry at night. So, but okay, you know. Rate him that high. Next up, we got Sean Livingston, gutter tier. You know, I don't care. No one says. Someone could disagree. But, oh my God, Sean Livingston, bro, he has a 53-pointer. Nobody's using a card with a 53-pointer. Stop it. Sean Bradley, he has 25 speed. But hear me out here. I like him. I'll put him in C tier. Just because I like Sean Bradley. I don't think he's a bad card at all. I think he's probably one of my better free cards we got, sadly. Might be disappointing, but I like Sean Bradley. I like him personally. I do like him. Next up, we got Sean Kemp. At this stage, C. I would just go with C tier. Like, he's not better than Anthony Davis, but real honesty, it's alright, I guess. It's alright. Next up, we got Shawn Marion. This stage, I would put him in C tier. I don't think Shawn Marion presses that much. But, you know, in C, I feel like that's a perfect rating for him. Maybe in D, but he's alright, I guess. He's alright. Next up, we got Curry. I rate Curry in A tier. Like, I really like Curry still. Even though I wish I could dribble better with him, but it's alright. I can survive. And I like Curry. Curry's really good. Still can cook for you. And yeah, I like it. Steve Smith, I'll rate him in D. Like, people were gassing Steve Smith up. I don't think he's particularly that good, but oh well. TJ Warren shouldn't be on this list, but he freaking sucks. Okay, I'm not going to rate him, but he freaking sucks. They updated Terry DeChanger. I'll put him as a D tier, just because he can move a little, but he's lacking in the SIG department, so that's the highest I can go with him. They should have updated that card. It's disgusting that they are not giving us any good mode rewards, and it's just, whatever. Tim Duncan is gutter. Like, what are you going to do with a 43-pointer undersized big man? Like, come on, man. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? Tracy McGrady, I would rate as a B tier. He's still really, really good. Don't get it twisted. T-Mac can still cook you, so I like T-Mac still. But the highest I can go is B tier for him, but that's my personal take on that. Next up, we got Tyrese Maxey. Got her. The fact they charge $250K, 2K, give us free moments. Goodness gracious. But next up, we got Vince Carter. I still think Vince Carter could be like a B tier shooting guard. Like, he's still a low B minus. Like, he's still a good shooting guard. If you could easily cook with him, he's still got a nice laner, good enough release. Like, I like Vince Carter. I still like him, so I'm gonna put him as B tier. Next up, we got Wilt. I'll rate both Wilts because one can get badges and one can't. I would rate the badged up Wilt as an A tier because he can hold every single badge and you can make him creative to your liking. And for this Wilt, I would just rate as a C. Like, I just don't like that Wilt. I don't really like Wilt, but like the Pro Pass Wilt, like playing it, like he can get some badges you need for him, like clamps, and make him really effective. But I would rate this Wilt a C. I don't really like him. I just use him because he's free, but I wish Embiid was free, to be quite honest. But Zion, I would give Zion a D. Like, I'll put him as a low C. Like, I'll use Zion before I use anybody in D tier, so I mean, it's alright, I guess, you know. And Zach LaVine, I'm rating Zach LaVine like, I almost want to rate him an S tier. Like, I like Zach. I don't care. I like Zach LaVine. I personally like Zach LaVine. I hope he gets a good card in the future. I like Zach LaVine still a lot in this game. I still rock out my Zach LaVine. And he still really dominates the game for me anytime he comes in. I like Zach LaVine. Okay, y'all can disagree and agree, but oh my god, it's overrated. You know, A might be the best, but for me, I like Zach LaVine. I hope he gets a moment card soon. Hope he goes to the Lakers so I can beat our play now team in a tournament. But yeah, I like this list. So right now, this is our list. Do you agree? Do you disagree with the list? Do you like it? You know, make sure to share it. Do you think it's garbage? Do you think it's terrible? And also, Jokic wasn't on the list. I forgot to rate him, but I mean, the man's in the gutter, and Tyler Hero's in the gutter, and Michael Porter probably would go in C tier. But yeah, that is the list. Let me know your opinions and takes in the comments section below. Tell me if you agree, disagree with it, or you hate it. Did you like it? Did you dislike? I don't know. Let me know. I will see y'all in the next My Team video. And